Hi there, I am Kaylin from San Francisco Business School. Today, we will show you the hack points for SAT Algebra and we will show exercises for each topic as well. Algebra is a branch of mathematics in which arithmetical operations and formal manipulations are applied to abstract symbols rather than specific numbers. Algebra is the first content domain in the SAT Math. In the algebra domain, the College Board assesses the abilities of students to solve and create linear equations and inequalities, as well as analyze and fluently solve equations and systems of equations using multiple techniques. The SAT exam will have around 13 to 15 questions from the algebra content domain. There are 5 skills and knowledge testing points in the algebra content domain. 1. Linear equations in one variable. 2. Linear equations in two variables. 3. Linear functions. 4. Systems of two linear equations in two variables. 5. Linear inequalities in one or two variables. We've gone through each of these 5 topics, provided the important points to know, and exercises for each as well. 1. Linear equations in one variable. A linear equation in one variable is an equation that can be expressed in the form x plus b equals 0, where a and b are constants and a is not equal to 0. X is the variable. The general solution to a linear equation in one variable will yield a single value for x. How to solve linear equations? There are 3 simple steps to solve linear equations. 1. Isolate the variable. Use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division to get the variable by itself on one side of the equation. 2. Simplify. Combine like terms and simplify both sides if necessary. 3. Check your solution. Substitute the found value into the original equation to verify correctness. Here is a list of exercises for linear equations in one variable. You can see the answers and rationales for each exercise in our SAT Algebra article. The link is in the description of this video. SFBS Digital SAT Math Prep through Questions Program. San Francisco Business School offers a comprehensive digital SAT Math Prep program taught by veteran SAT exam writers, 99th percentile SAT instructors, and exam experts. The program cracks down each content domain and 19 skills and knowledge testing points through 322 realistic digital SAT math questions. You will see all the different types of questions that may appear in digital SAT. You can see the link to this program in the description area of the video. 2. Linear equations in two variables. A linear equation in two variables can be expressed in the form of x plus by equals c, where a, b, and c are constants. X and y are variables. Graphing SAT Algebra linear equations. The graph of a linear equation in two variables is a straight line. The coefficients a and b determine the slope of the line, while c affects its position on the graph. Slope-intercept form. A common way to express a linear equation is the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, and b is the y-intercept, the point where the line crosses the y-axis. The slope-intercept form is a frequently occurring concept in SAT exam. Parallel lines. Slopes of parallel lines are the same. Perpendicular lines. The product of the perpendicular lines is -1. Here is a list of exercises for linear equations in two variables. You can see the answers and rationales for each exercise in our SAT Algebra article. The link is in the description of this video. Free digital SAT Math Prep course. SFBS offers a free digital SAT Math Prep course. The course goes through a particular skill and knowledge testing point and improves your problem-solving skills and test-taking strategies. It provides a 35-page free part from our digital SAT Math Prep book. You can see the link to this program in the description area of the video. 3. Linear functions. A linear function is a function that creates a straight line when graphed on the xy plane. The general form of a linear function is f x equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, 0, b, the value of f x, when x equals 0. The slope, m, of a linear function indicates the steepness of the line. It can be calculated as m equals y2, y1 divided by x2, x1. The slope can be positive, negative, 0, or undefined. Positive slope, the line rises as it moves from left to right. Negative slope, the line falls as it moves from left to right. Zero slope, the line is horizontal. Undefined slope, the line is vertical. Here is a list of exercises for linear functions. You can see the answers and rationales for each exercise in our SAT Algebra article. The link is in the description of this video. Do you follow our social channels? We share important points about the SAT, SAT Act, and college prep, important points, formulas to remember, challenging questions, tips and tricks, strategy, and more. Follow us to stay tuned for your exam prep. 4. Systems of two linear equations in two variables. A system of two linear equations in two variables consists of two equations that can be represented in the form a1 times x plus b1 times y equals c1, a2 times x plus b2 times y equals c2, where x and y are variables, and a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, and c2 are constants. Graphical interpretation: each equation represents a straight line in the coordinate plane. The solution to the system is the point where the two lines intersect. How to solve systems of equations. There are three main methods to solve a system of linear equations. 1. Graphing. Rewrite both equations in slope-intercept form y equals mx plus b. Graph each line on the same coordinate plane. Identify the intersection point, which is the solution. 2. Substitution. Solve one equation for one variable. Substitute that expression into the other equation. Solve for the remaining variable. Substitute back to find the other variable. 3. Elimination. Align the equations. Multiply one or both equations to make the coefficients of one variable opposite. Add or subtract the equations to eliminate one variable. Solve for the remaining variable. Substitute back to find the other variable. Here is a list of exercises for systems of two linear equations in two variables. You can see the answers and rationales for each exercise in our SAT Algebra article. The link is in the description of this video. Do you know that we have 400+ pages of SAT Math Prep book prepared by veteran SAT exam writers and 99th percentile exam instructors? You can purchase it from Amazon. We've provided the link in the description area of this video. 5. Linear inequalities in one or two variables. A linear inequality is similar to a linear equation but uses inequality signs, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, instead of the equal sign. Example: linear inequality, 2x plus 3 less than 7. Solving SAT Algebra linear inequalities in one variable. You can apply the following basic steps to solve SAT Algebra linear inequalities in one variable. Isolate the variable on one side of the inequality. Perform the same operations on both sides: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Important: if you multiply or divide by a negative number, reverse the inequality sign. Example: solve 3x, 5 greater than or equal to 4. Step 1. Add 5 to both sides, 3x greater than or equal to 9. Step 2. Divide by 3, x greater than or equal to 3. Graphing the solution, on a number line, you would represent x greater than or equal to 3, with a closed circle at 3 shaded to the right. Compound inequalities. These involve two inequalities connected by and or. Types: conjunction, and true if both inequalities are true. Disjunction, or true if at least one inequality is true. Example: conjunction solve 1 2x plus 1 less than 7. Break it into two inequalities: 1 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 1 less than 7. Solve both. First, 0 2x, this yields x0. Second, 2x less than 6, this yields x less than 3. Combined solution, 0x less than 3. Graphing, Represent this with an open interval on a number line from 0 to 3. Linear inequalities in two variables. Linear inequality uses two variables represented in the form x plus by c or x plus by c, etc. Example, linear inequality, x plus 2y less than or equal to 4. Systems of linear inequalities. A set of two or more inequalities that can be graphed on the same coordinate plane. Example, y greater than x plus 1. Yx plus 3. Here is a list of exercises for linear inequalities in one or two variables. You can see the answers and rationales for each exercise in our SAT Algebra article. The link is in the description of this video. We hope you liked our video. Please do not forget to hit like button and subscribe to be notified for new videos from us. We wish you happy learning.